Walkie-talkie. Case reopened.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most anticipated films that haven't been released for various reasons. Even if production has been confirmed, no official release date has been announced for any of these yet.
Scott, you just don't get it, do you? You don't.
Number 10, District 10. It's not often that a director hits it out of the park with their debut feature. Neil Blomkamp did just that with his socio-political science fiction piece District 9.
Come on, get up, I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get you to the drop ship.
The director hinted at a sequel before the film was even released, saying that he'd be interested in making one if the first performed well. To say it did would be an understatement. It was beloved by many and nominated for 4 Academy Awards.
Everybody wants to know what's going to happen next.
There's no way of knowing whether or not Christopher Johnson will return. We don't know if he was simply escaping, whether he will effect a rescue plan.
Despite that, a sequel is yet to be made. Other projects became Blomkamp's priority, leaving it on the back burner. However, District 9 lead actor Sharlto Copley affirmed in August 2022 that the writing process had begun.
Neil's shooting Gran Turismo now, so the earliest that we would be shooting it would probably be in a year and a half or so. Let's see, fingers crossed.
With Blomkamp having finished Gran Turismo, there's a chance District 10 could be shot one day. Number 9, National Treasure 3.
I'm gonna steal it.
What?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
With its fun premise and star-studded cast, it's no wonder people want more of this action historical fiction fusion. The last installment came out in 2007 with a follow-up being planned shortly afterwards.
Any report regarding what's on page 47?
I believe I can help with that, sir.
So it's good.
Life-altering, sir.
However, there have been several delays, mostly focused on the script and Disney disliking the story, leading to a long cycle of rewrites. Some hopes were reignited when the sequel officially entered into development in 2020, but in 2022, Cage implied that Disney was more focused on the television adaptation.
Sadusky's clue room, to that treasure we were asking you about.
Sadusky has a clue room? To a treasure?
And in March 2024, he said he wouldn't return for a third film. So, National Treasure 3 might be history. Number 8, Janis Joplin biopic. This singer-songwriter's life is perfect for the silver screen. With Janis Joplin's dynamic presence and tumultuous personal life, her biopic would be jam-packed with drama and amazing tunes.
Good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby, yeah.
There are plenty of documentaries about the musician, but a dramatized biography is yet to be made. Several studios have attempted to get one off the ground with potential actresses including Amy Adams, Zooey Deschanel, and Pink, but to no avail.
You know, I think honestly Janis doesn't want it made. I think there's a lot of things that go into that. I think it's a lot harder to get a biopic done about a female.
The most recent version, supposedly starring Michelle Williams, was reported back in 2016, and there hasn't been an update since. There may be radio silence, but audiences are still waiting patiently for the Queen of Rock story to finally be told. Number 7, Jumanji 4. Before the modern series began, fans of the original were skeptical that it would hold up. They were happily proven wrong, with both sequels breathing new life into the franchise.
Yes, cake is my weakness, along with speed and strength. Strength is my weakness.
Excitement has been high for a fourth movie, which was teased shortly after the third hit theaters. Dwayne Johnson even hinted at the potential story fueling enthusiasm. It was ultimately delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic.
And for weaknesses, endurance. And what else? Let's see. Heat, sun, and sand. Shouldn't be a problem.
However, producer Hiram Garcia has claimed that the work will start up again once director Jake Kasdan has finished making Red One, which is slated for release in late 2024. That means that we could be returning to the jungle fairly soon.
Thanks for coming to get me.
You do it again, your ass is gonna be stuck here, Spencer.
Number 6, Twilight of the Mallrats. While Mallrats may not have been a critical or financial hit, its effortless charm helped it accrue a loyal cult following.
The girl. You have my heart.
What can I say?
20 years after it first came out, Kevin Smith stated that a second one was finally going to be made. There was an immediate buzz, which still remained even after delays were reported. Years passed and it went through several changes, even nearly becoming a miniseries.
Adventure, excitement. Jedi craves not these things. Holy, you spoke!
just never had anything good to say before.
However, it still has yet to leave limbo. Fans are also still waiting for the conclusion of Smith's True North trilogy, Moose Jaws, which doesn't have an official release date. While the Mallrats sequel may not come out for some time, most viewers just seem excited for a new addition to View Askewniverse. Number 5, live-action Akira. With a beloved story and respected filmmaker at the helm, the hype for this adaptation could be out of this world. The animated original is highly esteemed, and a live-action version would pique the interest of fans and new viewers alike.
その力をコントロールしようとした人たちがいたの。政府の要請を受けてね。それが失敗して、あの東京崩壊が起こったの。
Warner Brothers Pictures has had the rights for decades, but a litany of issues caused the production to falter early on. Things seemed to turn around when Taika Waititi signed on, but it was abandoned once it came time for him to direct the 4th Thor film. While he's claimed he plans to come back to Akira after completing his duties on Star Wars, longtime lovers of the anime aren't holding out too much hope.
It just got too far into the Thor schedule to be able to make it work. So now we've had to kind of take Akira and sort of shift it around to the tail end of Thor and sort of move it down a couple of years.
Number 4, Austin Powers 4.
Why don't you just kill him?
No, Scott, I have an even better idea. I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.
It's one of the most beloved comedic movie series for a reason. Its irreverent style and humor have left an undeniable mark on the satirical spy comedy genre. Even though the last installment was over 20 years ago, demand is still high for another. It's been teased countless times, with Mike Myers and Jay Roach both confirming that it was being made, albeit slowly.
Shall we shag now or shag later?
Oh, Austin, behave.
Between personal commitments and various setbacks, it kept being pushed back. The unfortunate passing of Mini-Me actor Vern Troyer became another factor as well, with Roach implying that it couldn't be made without him.
We've had a whole bunch, it's been, many years of kicking around, and we've had so many, but there's no one that's kind of stuck yet.
If Austin Powers 4 ever sees the light of day, it could serve as a tribute to him, which is just another reason people are still waiting for it to be confirmed. Number 3, Legally Blonde 3. The original was the definition of not judging a book by its cover. With its subversive plot carefully wrapped in a bright pink bow, it became a piece of feminist media that has aged well over the years.
I go here.
You go where?
Harvard. Law school.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Reese Witherspoon started negotiations for a third in 2018 with hopes of producing it herself and taking on the starring role once more. Things seem to be going well, with a release date being set for May 8th, 2020.
Reese gave an update on the highly anticipated third installment of Legally Blonde, which is being co-written by Mindy Kaling and Dan Gore.
However, that day came and went. It was announced instead that Mindy Kaling and Dan Gore would rewrite the script, but updates just stopped.
Mindy's busy. Mindy's working hard on it. I know she is. And she and I just love each other, and we have a great laugh just thinking about what would Elle Woods be doing right now.
Amazon revealed in 2023 that a third film is coming, though, along with a TV series. Hopefully they'll be worth the wait. Number 2, Guillermo del Toro's At the Mountains of Madness. There's no doubt that Guillermo del Toro is an accomplished and incredibly talented auteur, but his list of unfinished projects is almost as long as his actual filmography.
I was trying to make you someone you were not. So, don't be Carlo or anyone else. Be exactly who you are.
One of the most exciting, an adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's classic novella At the Mountains of Madness, has been in development hell for decades. He and Universal were at odds over the budget and potential R rating. It seemed it would die without ever being given a chance, until Netflix stepped in. Del Toro pitched it to the streaming service in 2020. He's even said that he plans to rework it and make it even weirder, which has only made his supporters even more hopeful.
He became, for aficionados, he became the favorite ghost.
Oh, I see.
So I had him reproduced life-size because it seemed like the reasonable thing to do.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Sherlock Holmes 3. Robert Downey Jr.'s version of the iconic detective proved to be successful in the box office and with fans.
I'm concerned you underestimate the gravity of coming events. You and I are bound together on a journey that will twist the very fabric of nature.
Work began on the threequel shortly after the second was released. The story was finished and the main cast was reconfirmed by 2015, and it seemed that the trailer would drop any day. That day still has yet to come.
Conclusion inevitable. Unless.
Rewrites and directorial replacements pushed back the release date, with the last one being in late 2021 before things went dark. The pandemic and other works such as Oppenheimer ended up taking center stage. Downey Jr. has still expressed his interest in making it, and now that his successful Oscars campaign has ended, Sherlock Holmes 3 might finally get its moment in the sun.
Robert wanted to be in charge of this, so it's that the ball's in his court. So he's in charge of the script, he's in charge of the whole thing.
Which film are you hoping will finally be released from production hell? Let us know in the comments below.
I insist.
You insist. You remember we discussed this. The lady insists.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.